What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to talk about the overall market and give a SoFi update as well as go over the chart. So today we had Powell speaking, we had the overall market selling off, although the indices weren't down too bad. A lot of growth stocks, and at least stocks that I watch, were selling off pretty rapidly. We have a tweet here from Walter Bloomberg. He tweets a ton of Bloomberg terminal news. So basically, Fed's daily said bond buying taper conditions likely reached by end of the year, even though we just heard last week that they weren't going to start tapering till 2022. Kind of seems a little bit fishy that they're mentioning it now. Maybe they didn't have enough time to sell their stocks last week, and that's where we're at now. Daily also says, right to discuss tapering Fed bond buying, expects to taper bond buying this year. Economy is far away from rate rise conditions, so some contradicting things going on here. And then Daily expects to taper bond buying this year, so a lot of tapering. The market doesn't like that word. And there was a huge reaction, somewhat of an overreaction maybe, and I did scale into this dip. I did buy some stocks today, but I also kept some cash in case we keep dipping. There's also another tweet here. White House says Biden is disappointed in McConnell's stance on debt ceiling. That's another reason we're selling off. The government could potentially shut down. I don't think it will. I think they'll handle it, figure it out, but that's where we're at right now, and that is why the market is very fearful. I'd personally like to buy on red days and buy when everyone's fearful. That's just how I like to do it. It's how you get the best deals, but you do have to be careful of catching a falling knife. Now, we also have the infrastructure bill supposedly coming out tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe that will help rebound the market. Now, getting into the SoFi news for today. So this morning, this came out, and we found out that SoFi did a $750 million offering of convertible senior notes due in 2026. I dislike this title. Why is Reddit favorite SoFi stumbling today? It makes it sound like it's a meme stock and SoFi doesn't have much going for it other than a squeeze potential or something like that. I think SoFi gets a lot more respect than that. Now, basically, SoFi says that the offering will allow those buyers to pick up an additional $112.5 million worth of notes. This has to be done within 13 days that the notes are first issued. What does SoFi intend to do with this offering? The loan company says it will use a portion of the money raised from this offering to enter into capped call transactions. I personally didn't know what capped call transactions are, so it means one or more call options referencing the borrower's equity interest purchased by the borrower in connection with the issuance of convertible bond independentness with a strike or exercise price initially equal to the conversion price. And they say that they are just starting with one of these, and they may get into more cap call transactions should the first one go well. Now, obviously, when stocks do offerings, people usually overreact and sell it off. The overall market was already selling off, plus this, and that's why we saw SoFi trending down today. So really quick, I just wanted to show a few tweets of why people think SoFi raised some money today. And basically, the bank charter is coming soon. So it says we're excited to be well underway in the process of becoming a nationally chartered bank. Banking with SoFi will be a mobile, fully featured banking experience powered by the SoFi app and featuring checking and savings accounts. Stay tuned. So we do know that this bank charter should be approved in October or November, just awaiting that announcement any day now. Then the reason for that $750 million raised is that SoFi Bank will be effectively a new bank given the planned $750 million capital infusion into Golden Pacific Bank and the greatly expanded business plan. So I just want to throw those up there. People do expect this bank charter announcement any day now. All right, now getting into the SoFi technical analysis, we're going to look at a few different time frames. This first one is the 45-minute chart. A few reasons I want to talk about this is because the gap fill below is much clearer on these smaller time frames. A lot of people are asking me if they missed the boat on SoFi. Is it too late to buy? Will it come back down? We're not sure exactly what's going to happen. This stock is in an overall uptrend. It's very strong, and people are really optimistic on the upcoming events for SoFi. However, a few reasons I think it could come down. I made a note up here. The yellow is what I see that could happen, and this is a recent pattern from SoFi. This pattern is from right here. Now, we could see profit taking. We see that happen with SoFi many times around the $20 area. And also, larger institutions that didn't get into SoFi could spread some FUD or a little bit of fear since they feel like they missed the boat. Maybe they want this stock to retrace a little bit so they could get in before these October, November catalysts. I could see this filling the gap below, leading into these catalysts in October and November, and then we bounce and really take off. So that was a clip from a YouTube video I did a couple days back. I have been talking about this gap below in most of my SoFi videos, and I said, it could come down before these catalysts play out. You could see profit taking. Obviously, the overall market selling off plus the offering is why SoFi is selling off. It is way oversold here, as you can see on the RSI. It's a bit bearish on the MACD at the moment. I do think we could come down a bit lower to 1550 range and complete this gap fill. Now, if we break that, we know we have pretty good support at 1450 and 14. I did buy a little bit more SoFi today on the dip. I will continue to buy in this range. I do like buying SoFi around 15 or less, especially ahead of these big catalysts that are coming. Now, in this YouTube video, I made this graph from SoFi. It's the bar chart pattern on TradingView, and I had this as of September 26th, the gap fill that I imagined happening. So I do think we're going to fill it and then take off for the catalyst. So if you want to go watch that video, I did talk about it back there, but this is where we're currently at for SoFi. I'm not too worried about it. Lots coming for this company. I'm just adding shares, and 2023 call options are a great option as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just an overall red day in the market. A lot of things selling off. However, the dark pools did buy this dip. It's funny. Everyone always wants a dip or stocks cheaper until that red day comes, and then everyone panic sells and freaks out, and nobody buys, the stocks that they wanted cheaper. So I did scale in. I bought some stocks today, some of my favorites, just being patient and not timing the market, just letting my buy triggers hit. So that is what I'm getting into. I did add a bit more SoFi today, even though I do expect it to potentially go a bit lower. Now, the pre-market or futures are actually green right now. So we'll see how we open up tomorrow, and SoFi's call flow is looking pretty good. So I do expect buyers to step in, pretty soon here ahead of these catalysts. So that's it for today's SoFi update and overall market update. Let me know what you guys think about the market right now. Are you guys buying SoFi, or are you waiting for it to come down even more? How do you feel about the offering, and are you overall bullish on the stock? Feel free to check out the free Discord in the description box, as well as the Patreon if you want to sign up for that. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.